Good day, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos are for educational purpose only. We're not your financial advisor. This is strictly an educational place. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are on SIM. We're not responsible for your trades. We strongly recommend to stay on a SIM as long as needed. It's very important before you start using a real money. This is a very high risk place, and you will be having a lot of problems if you're not educated enough trading the future market. For the ones that just joined us today, we have the automated trade, which they all hit the target. The target on the NASDAQ and ES, they just closed immediately after it hit the target. We had a sell order at 42.0375 on the ES, 41.96, just hit it. Just hit the target based on one contract, 23 ticks from the last entry signal, not the whole day, the last entry signal. On the NASDAQ, we hit a sell order, if you look at the chart, and based on one contract, it hit 316 ticks. For one contract. If you are on two contracts, it's a 3,000. The blue chart here is connected to the market analyzer on the left upper corner. This one here, it is based on minute, and the blue charts are based on minute. If we look at the market analyzer, there is 742 ticks into the profit based on the last entry signal. You don't need to trade all of them. It depends what kind of money you have. But as an example, you can trade ES, you can trade micro ES, NASDAQ, YM, and you can skip the CL, DAX, Russell, Gold, or 30-year Treasury bond. So you don't need to trade all the instruments, but you can trade at least one ES, one NASDAQ, and one YM. And as we see, one ES is 27 ticks, NASDAQ 342 ticks, and the YM is 69 ticks. So it's just as simple as that. This kind of auto trade, it is an automated signal with the stop loss, trailing stop. You cannot optimize this one here. It is just basically turn on, turn off, and then your knowledge about the market. It is very important to understand the knowledge about the market, to understand which is a very good signals, which ones are bad signals. But, you know, you have to have a little knowledge to work in conjunction with the market to, like now as an example, we have the NASDAQ is about to be finished on target 2, profit taking. I mean, we are about to finish on this one here. And this one here, we are about also to be done on that. Maybe it's going to come to the target 1 at 41.92. On those two charts here at the bottom here, they are totally different automated trade. This is the TI7 automated trade. And we are using minutes. And we have the ES and we have the YM into the trade. And we can bring much more charts if you want to. On the right upper corner here, it is the 15-second signal entry. It's like the one on the 1 minute. And this one here, the white charts, it is for the signal entry. As an example, we just have on the 30-year Treasury bond a buy signal at 156.12, target 156.16. So this is, we use 15-second scalper. As you see on the market analyzer, it says 15-second scalper. One of the things here with the signal, even if you are using a 15-second scalper, if this market is trending, the scalper switch to swing trading automatically. So the advantage of using the 15-second is very good. Why? I like the 15-second more than the 1 minute. The 1 minute is a swing trading, direct swing trading. On the days where the market is not moving and there is a chop in the market, the 15-second is easy to handle. And if we catch a trend on the 15-second, then the auto trade is going to switch from scalping to swing trading, and it's going to extend the target by itself automatically. And like those two charts at the bottom here, those two charts at the bottom is like most of those guys have ninja, they have automated the trade. You set up the target, the stop loss, the trend and the stop. This is a total different auto trade. Have 8 different type of an entry, has filters. Uh, I love this TI7, and there is another version called V8, and there is a big variety of entries, filters, in order for you to approach the market. And two options for the trader to do. Two options. Either learn how to auto trade, this kind, where you need to learn how to optimize, how to set up the target, how to set up how you to optimize an auto trade, how to add filter, take in a filter, because there's like if you have an entry on this auto trade, you have like 8 different entry. That's very good, Danielle. You know, and and on this kind of auto trade, you need to learn, because maybe there is an entry will work on the YM, but maybe it's not gonna work on the ES. In auto trade, you cannot have one auto trade. You know, those kids toys stuff, and auto trade, and based on ATRs and MACD, and you're gonna smoke the market out with one entry. What works on the ES does not mean it's gonna work on the Nasdaq. What is working on the Nasdaq does not mean it's gonna work on the YM or on the CL in that matter. So each instrument is a different animal. The ES is one type of an instrument, and Nasdaq is a different type of an instrument. YM, CL, you have to approach the market different. The 30-year Treasury bond, you have to approach the market different. So you cannot just come in, not in 2021, maybe in the late 80s, early 90s, maybe that was top things, is to have an ATR or a MACD auto trade. But on 2021, the algorithm, the smart system out there, you no longer can come in with one indicator, wave it, and approach the market. So there is two options for any trader out there. Either learn how to be fully automated and how to control the auto trade, how to manage the auto trade, when to start the auto trade, when to stop the auto trade. This is that area here. A lot of people are missing it. They skipping that part. Again and again, I say that on every video. No matter what kind of auto trade you are using, you cannot purchase an auto trade on Sunday and go live with it on Monday, and not knowing how the auto trade handle volatility, handle a sideways market. And if you don't know how to manage the auto trade, how to manage it, how to optimize it, how to understand what's going on in the market, I'm not telling you to sit down 1 year in a room trying to learn how to trade, but there is two options here. You need to be fully on autopilot and learn how to manage the risk rewards, manage a high time frame and a small time frame. You have to. Or you can use time on the investment, where you invest time to learn, let the auto trade take the trade. This one here does not require, again, this one here, you cannot even optimize it. The reason this one you cannot optimize, because it's working on a live data, and what it does, bring the entry automatically, as we see here as an example on the market analyzer. The ES telling you to sell at 42.0375, and is calculating where you need to be exiting. It's not a fixed box like this one here. Like here, you tell him exit on the first trade 20 ticks, the second trade 30 ticks, 40 ticks, and the trailing stop is 10. You feed the auto trade what you want to do on this one here. And then on that kind of auto trade, which 99% that's what they use, on that kind of auto trade, on this one here, is a huge auto trade, it's a beautiful auto trade, it's a very, there is a lot of big variety of filters and entry to approach anything, whether it is a gold, ES, YM, but you need to learn how to run this auto trade. The second option, this one here, this kind of auto trade, you just turn on, turn off, but when the system calculate the entry, calculate where's the probability you want to exit. So the entry and the exit from one trade to another, they are totally different. It depends on the market movement. If the market is slow, your targets are very small. If the targets is moving, then you're gonna have a different target. Nevertheless, on this one here, it is required for the trader. As an example, if I'm scalping the CL, let me simplify that. If I'm swing trading on the left upper corner here, as you see, the ES, NASDAQ, YM, CL, they all line up into the sell position, okay? Now, if we look at the scalper here, the scalper have 475 ticks into the profit, but then we can see the ES, NASDAQ, YM are synchronized, and the CL doesn't matter on the CL. It's a total different animal. But it is very important for the ES, NASDAQ, YM to be in the same direction and the 30-year Treasury bond on the opposite direction. Once this is lined up, and then once the auto traders start taking a trade, as you notice here, we just closed one of the trade. The trailing stops is based on a fib, and they are floating fibs. So what it is a little knowledge of fib. You don't need to deal with the 20%, 30%, zero. You don't need to deal with that. You don't need to do any drawing on the chart, because the chart reposition itself automatically. Everything is automatic. But what it is, as we see here, a knowledge of trading. I'm not trying to say you need to find a way how to enter the market and exit the market. No. But how to manage the market, to understand when there is a signal and how we're going to manage that signal. And when there is a pullback, as we see here, there is a pullback on the chart. We have a nice entry. The market will go down. We have two separate fib lines. And the fib lines, they are really accurate, the trailing stops, and the trailing stops are away from the market movement. That will give it place, or they will give it time to move back and forth, and without getting stopped out with a lousy $100 or $200, which is the biggest mistake happen. Another advantage is, like this condition, I can also override the auto trade and then extend the target if I want to. Or if you want, the system will extend the target for you. Another things on the pullback, as you notice here, when the market pullback, this is your trailing stop. The first trailing stop is a minor fib line, resistant, minor fib line, resistant. The second one is a major one. And as we see, when the ES dropped and moved back, we closed one position, we secured some of the profit, and we still have one more to go. Technically, on the CL, if this market goes above the 65 level, it's no longer short. So what it is more technical than it just optimization and turn on an auto trade. Now, if you're asking me what is good and what is best, and which one makes more money and which one makes less money, one thing is, the difference between a conventional auto trade, between this one here, which 99.9% they have this kind of auto trade, where they feed the auto trade, trailing stop, stop loss, and probably he don't have this option like we do, with a big variety of entries, filters, and now we have another copy, V8, and it is we tangled with we scratched the surface from NinjaTrader 8 platform, so can give us a better optimization on this auto trade. So there is a two version of this system here if you wanted to optimize the old-fashioned way or the newer fashioned way. You cannot see the difference from outside, but what we have done something very clever. Constantly on those auto trades, we are using the latest technology, the very latest technology, and we go and beyond the advanced technology. Now, if we look at this auto trade here, so for the trader, he has two options. This is also the TI7. I have not had a chance to make a lot of templates on the V8 version. We have been extremely busy, but the TI7 and the V8, it is the same auto trade. And this kind of auto trade, folks, after you do your homework and you do the optimization, if you do not keep your fingers on the auto trade and maintain it, in other words, if you have a template, let's say for the DAX based on 2 minutes, if you don't use like an hour on the weekend or 10 minutes or 15 minutes on the weekend, try to adjust it, because you need to keep readjusting the auto trade. You cannot use the same template for a very long time. Why? On those kind of auto trade here, why it is so important for the trader to learn the auto trade he's using. I mean, of course, there is a lot of disaster auto trades out there, and they hide behind a Renko bar and a line break. One day they show 150 ticks, another day they show 288 ticks, one day they show range, one day they show something else, because there is no stability in those auto trades. They cannot be consistent on minutes. But when you are using an auto trade based on minutes, then you have a consistency. We don't jump from range bar to line break to Renko bar another day, and one day is 288 ticks on the ES, another day is 150 ticks on the ES. That's reveal that auto trade is not consistent. But nevertheless, on those kind of auto trades, after you learn how to optimize and you understand the auto trade in and out, you are at the mercy of the market. We have, I don't have it here, it's running on a different computer. We have a template based on a 6 range reversal, because this TI7 have a reversal as well. And the reversal entry does not work at 9:30 when the market is open. The reversal, because there is one entry, is reversal on this one here, which we call it a B scalper. The B scalper, you cannot use it on the high hours of the trade. The B scalper can be used overnight, early in the morning, or after 10 o'clock when the market calm down, and 10:15 when the market, like now, is finished. Now you can go ahead and use the B scalper entry. So the big variety of entry we have on the TI7 is depends how you want to approach the market. So when we turn on, today I was busy, I have some personal things, and when I first came out today and start my computer, I saw all this drop in the market, and of course I missed it all because I was busy this morning, so I missed the swing trading on the signal. But I had some personal responsibility to do. So what I'm saying is, You cannot come in and use the B scalper when you see this in the morning before you start using the auto trade. I mean, when we are looking now, when the market now is about to be done to the downside, and now the B scalper can be turned on. It don't have to be exactly at 10 o'clock. Could be tomorrow 10 o'clock. Could be tomorrow 10:15, 10:20. The things is in the morning when you come in, it is very important to understand how is this market moving. If this market, if we look earlier today, the market was stuck on those channel, then I will go ahead and when I don't see movement, or like on Mondays there is no movement in the market, then I will go ahead and use as an example the reversal B scalper, because the B scalper is built when the market is not moving to reverse the market, or it's very important overnight, because we don't only have people in the state, we have people in England, in Germany, in Australia, and even in Thailand we have people, and New Zealand. I mean, we have a lot of people everywhere, and we have in Hong Kong, also another pilot, Hong Kong. So, and when for those guys, because the U.S. market, if you want to use the B scalper, when because he's overseas, that will work for him better from a guy living in Arizona. You want to use the B scalper at 9:30. So what I'm saying is, the TI7 have a huge different variety of trade from a scalping. There is a three scalpers scalping system in it. There is a swing trading in it. There is all kind of stuff in it. There is a big variety of filters in it. So it depends how you want to enter the market, and you can add filters as many as you want. Actually, you can take this auto trade down to take 1 or 2 trades a day. If you activate those filters can take and slim this auto trade down to 1 or 2 trade. I'm a kind of guy, I'm in favor not to take too much risk and not taking too many trades. I prefer to go and use 2-3 trades a day than to keep sitting and banging on this market day and night, personally. Because the more you expose yourself, and this is the biggest mistake traders do when they are trading, they are keeping this auto trade running 24/7, or they don't have any knowledge that there is a limitation. You cannot sit down on the blackjack table and winning every time. So this is really a problem for a guy, a lack of knowledge, and he want to go live, purchase on Sunday and want to go live on Monday. So this is required, guys. Maybe the other guys, they forget to say that part. But it is very important. I mean, I've been trading for 29 years. I can trade out of a white chart with no indicators in it. And I don't need any colors on the bars. And I still can pick trades on it. You just give me an empty chart moving with no indicators. I can spot, and I can immediately find out where is the resistance and the support on an empty chart without even use an indicator or even a bar color, because the bar color confused me. But if you give me an auto trade right now and you tell me here's an auto trade, after 29 years, I know the market in and out. It will take me 3 weeks to understand this auto trade before I can go live with it. Any auto trade you give me, I need at least 3 weeks. Why you need the 3 weeks? Not because where is the autopilot, no, we need to understand any kind of auto trade, what type of an entry you are dealing with, how good this entry it is, and how this entry, you need to test that entry under stress, not when the market is trending. We need to understand if this market is sideways, how much I'm gonna be losing. So when you are using this kind of auto trade, You are at the mercy of the market movement. You're not at the mercy of the auto trade. If this market is moving, as we see right now, the ES is finished and is 1962. The market is moving. We're nailing perfect entry, perfect exit. The market is moving. We're nailing perfect entry and perfect exit. This is not our problem. The problem is when the market is not moving. This is where you start losing money. The problem is not where when the market is trending. Those auto trade we have here can smoke me out, and they can find a better entry, and they can exit much faster than my brain. They are extremely loving auto trades. When the market is trending, you can make tons of money on them. But when the market is not trending, you're going to lose tons of money too. So what I'm trying to say, if the market is trending, you don't have a problem making money. But when the market is not trending or is a sideways, this is where the traders fail to read the market, and you need to stop. As an example, folks, so the difference between this and this here require knowledge of the market, and you go from one fib to another. This one here does not require a lot of technical or adjustment for an auto trade. What to require, a guy knows how he trade, and now he needs help with his trade, and then this one here is perfect. But you cannot bring a normal guy, he has not traded manually, not even one day manually, put him on this one, he's gonna fail because he's not a trader. He needs to learn how to dance between those fib lines and how to keep his eye. Let the auto trade take the entry and exit, but he needs to look at the market condition to see which entries is good and valid and get in, and which entry can take. As an example, right now the CL is pulling back, is telling you buy, so that means you still have one trade. It is your call if you want to go ahead and override the auto trade and take your money out. This kind of auto trade is taking the trade for you, is putting the target for you on each single trade, is different, and is putting the trailing stop on the fib line, and it's up to you how much knowledge you know about trading. You can increase or decrease your stop loss. You can increase your target. So this is a combination between a trader and an auto trade, and it's lifting the stress away from. The difference between this and this, it is here you are 100% at the market movement. So you are at the mercy of the market movement. So the difference is so if you ask me which one is better for me, I can control that one better because I can be in charge with the trade. But I cannot expect everyone, because for me, I can read it. For me, I can read it. I understand when the signal fire, if the signal gonna survive or not. If we look back on Monday, when this auto trade took a trade on the ES, I said, guys, do not take it. It's not gonna survive that trade, and it did not. So I can read the market. So for the guys can read the market, let the auto trade take the trade, and then you can manage it because you know how to read the market. Then this kind of auto trade does not require any optimization. As an example, here is another example. Here is a Russell trade also from the scalper, and it's coming straight. It's already 400. Why not take it to the next level to see if it's gonna do it or not? And then I have one is breaking even on a trailing stop. Then I'll take the second one, and now I am on a free flight. I am on a free trade. And then once those trailing stops come in, wherever I put the trailing stop, Once those fib line come in and touch those lines, they're gonna readjust it for me automatically. You don't have to do anything. Right now, the way I look at this kind of trade, this way, I can see I have broke even. I'm no longer stressed. Once I break even on a trade, I don't care anymore. I don't care if it makes 100. I don't care if it makes 1,000. This kind of scalper here, if this market is not moving, you're going to be scalping the market. And when the market it is moving, we can switch. You don't have to do anything. The auto trade is going to start chasing the target and go farther into the target. Is a very clever measuring the trend, and if it and the start, you can see it, and we will show you that to start extending the target by itself, or you can do it manually. As you see here, I took it down to the next level. So you can, the target here is around $700-800 on that trade, but I extended to the next level. And if this market wanted to trend, I will either want to walk away with $1,000 on that trade, $1,500 on that trade. Is not unusual for that one here. Or if this market gonna go back, I have the trading stop. I'm sitting behind the wall, behind the resistance, and if this market come back and broke those resistance, technically, gentlemen, this market is no longer valid for the short trade. So when we are doing this, we are approaching the market differently than this kind of auto trade. One of the things is with those kind of auto trade, you are 100% at the market mercy. It's not up to you. On this kind of auto trade, it is up to you. Because if, let's say, the auto trade took a signal you don't like, you can immediately close it with the minimum losses, few ticks. If you see the ES going long, the Nasdaq going short, the YM going long, that means it is just a drunk driver going down the hill with no brake, and it's a matter of time before he hits something. But when the market is synchronized, when we are looking at the market analyzer, when the market is synchronized and is going in one direction, and the Russell or the Nasdaq or the ES taking a trade to the right direction, and then we look at the fibs, and then we see our fibs are spaced out. They are not close to each other, because when the market is not moving, as an example, when the market is not moving, you will see, let me show you an example. When the market was sideways here, there is a lot of fib lines on the other investment we are doing, and which it is a very large investment. And when we yesterday we got stuck on a huge investment because it was on every number it was a line, and that indicated it was a sideway and it was due for correction. So what I'm saying is, when the lines are spaced out from each other, means the market is moving. When those lines are very close to each other, that means there is a lot of a chop in the market, and a chop market can kill you. Chop market can make you lose your account. Chop market can make you really bad mood over a weekend. So the things is how we need to tangle the market, how you wanted to approach the market, whether you want to use this kind of trading or this kind of trading based on the signal. You see how, look at this. You see how this auto trade is chasing the target. When the market dropped down, he tried to go maximize. Look at this. It's trying to maximize by itself. When he's, look. You see, it's playing cat and mouse between the price market and look, now if it's gonna give some more, it's gonna go longer. So he is acting like a human trader. Look what it's doing to the Russell. This is a very clever, folks. This is very clever. Or if you want to, but then you can auto trade like this. But then you are at the market movement, And you have to accept, you do have to accept, you are at the market mercy. If this market moving, you will be, your work will be paid off. If the market is not moving and there is a lot of a chop and you're not reading the market, there is a lot of substantial losses in there. So let's say if you did a nice optimization, don't expect you're gonna get movement on the ES every day. Don't expect the CL gonna move for you every single day. Don't expect the Nasdaq is gonna move every single day for you. There is a certain area, certain time, the mark, like right now, as we see the market on the Nasdaq, YM, the whole market did the spike for today. The Nasdaq spiked, the ES is spiked for today, the YM is spiked for today. It's not a buffet table and it's gonna keep dropping. Now the short trades is about over. Whoever took those trades, and the guy is coming at 10:30. It's too late. We had a customer, he wants the support people to call him in the morning in case if he overslept. So that kind of guy, he wants the support team to call him in case if he overslept. Are you expecting him to do a really good job in the trading? He wants us to call him in the morning? Should we send him a buffet table in the morning? Should we send him a cup of coffee? So this kind of guy, I know he's not gonna make it. If the guy wants why can't he call his neighbor, call his wife, his daughter to wake him up in the morning? Put an alarm, put 2 alarms. Why we need to call you in the morning? So there is some kind of traders, they are expecting to have it like a buffet table and getting up in the morning, we send you a cup of coffee. All what you have to do, turn on the auto trade and you're gonna live happily after. Another clever guy, he's looking for an auto trade. It's not just to auto trade. He wants an auto trade. At the end of the day, the auto trade automatically shovel the money from NinjaTrader platform to his private banking because he's shoveling dollars. He shovel US dollars because he is auto traded. So I said to him, you know what? I send him to my competitors because the best things to let him go ahead and bark somewhere else. I don't want him to bark at my yard. So I send him to somebody else I really don't like. I mean, this guy is looking for an auto trade to transfer the profit every day to his account, to his private bank. Do you think this guy is willing to learn how to trade? The guy, the only thing is worry how to shovel the money from a NinjaTrader broker to, I mean, they are amazing what the expectation of an auto trade, or a guy wanna divorce his wife and he's looking, I mean, I had a phone call, a guy wanna divorce his wife. He wants the best auto trade, asking him, have you traded before? And no. And I said, you never traded and you're looking for an auto trade. Yeah, I want to divorce my wife. I want to leave her. I don't have money. Really? I mean, go get yourself a job. I don't know. I'm not your social worker. I mean, the expectation of a guy buying an auto trade and live happily after, did he think that if every guy buying an auto trade for a couple $1,000, you will not even have a pizza man deliver to your door. We all be sitting at home and making money on an auto trade, honeymooning, going on a cruise, and nobody is coming to pick up your garbage because everyone is auto traded. If this the way it is of thinking of an auto trade, then send me some of those cigarettes you're smoking, because boy, I love to be on that planet. The reality is you have a lot of hungry people out there, and they are doing their job, and the guy is doing his job is gonna win it. So if the guy want us to call him in the morning in case if he overslept, and the other guy thinking how to shovel the money every day, he wants the auto trade to send it because it is exactly the way he said it. It was too stressful for him to transfer the money every evening. I mean, try to tell that guy you need to learn how to trade. You're gonna kill him. You gotta give him a pill somewhere so his heart will not stop. If you're gonna tell that guy you need to learn how to trade before you worry about transferring money from your Ninja Trader broker. I mean, that guy is on a damn different planet. And there is no use to sit down and talk to him or tell him that you need to learn how to trade before you start worrying about shoveling those money every day. And then here's the things is when you tell him, how about if you lose? How are you going to transfer the money to your account every day? And the second question is, oh, your auto trade does not make money every day? No, it does not. Oh, what's wrong with your auto trade? I don't know what's wrong with your head. Give me one trader can make money every day and shovel money every day to. I mean, the reality is in the auto trade, guys, you need to work. You need to learn. I mean, it is hard at the beginning, the first couple of 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it takes. Some people can swallow the whole thing in 1 week. Some people, they keep testing. There's nothing wrong with it. They keep playing with the optimization, trying to build precise the way they want this auto trade to trade. It's not just a push button and lift on the moon. So the expectation of an auto trade, there is some work comes with it. And it is like some people are in a shocking that, oh, do I have to work? Do I need to learn? Yeah. This is not all the buffet you can eat for $9.95 and you don't have to do anything. Yes, you have to work. You have to learn. You have to understand the market. You are stepping on somebody else's territory. It's been doing it for 25 years, 30 years. And a guy is selling hamburgers. Today he want to be a trader and he want to step on somebody has been screwing his head with the market for 25 years. He want to come with an ATR or a MACD auto trade and he want to take this guy's money. Has been ruining his eyes for 25 years, looking at the monitor, trained, put money, effort, and here is a guy coming on a donkey. He wanted to smoke this guy, has been doing this professionally for 25 and 29 years. That is not going to happen, folks. You cannot step on somebody else's territory. They've been here for 20 years, 25 years. You're going to come and wave with your ATR auto trade and you think you're going to nail it. Without education, it's a matter of time before you crash. Without knowledge is not, this is the most question you hear. How much do I need? How much do you know? It's not how much do you need to trade. It's not how much money you have. It's how much knowledge you have. Because if you don't know anything about this market and you have $50,000, I guarantee you will lose those $50,000. I don't care what system you are using. You're going to wreck the system and you're going to lose those $50,000. It's not how much money you have. It's how much knowledge you have. Because if you have a guy have $50,000, don't know anything about the market, he's going to lose it. And that is guaranteed. I can guarantee losing. And that is going to be losing $50,000. You bring me an educated person with $5,000 and he can grow slowly with it because he is an educated guy. Mainly those educated people, they've been burned 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Those educated people, they respect the market. It's not just, oh, give me an auto trade and I want to leave my wife. Give me an auto trade. No, Not those guys. Those guys, they are a nightmare. And they will not be here no longer than 30 days. They lose all their money and they go put their tail between their legs and go away. What I'm saying is, most of those guys has knowledge. They respect the market. Those guys, they have tried the first time by themselves, ignoring the signal around the market. They lost money. Then they come back. They lost money. Then they start learning and they start making mistake. But now with respect to the market, and then after one time, two times, three times, now they start learning and they respect the market. This is one of the things people, those amateur traders, they come in with an auto trader. They do not respect the market. They think it's just a buffet table. All the ticks you can eat for the $9.95. Actually, there is no money to be made, only bananas. He's going to have a buffet table, nothing except bananas standing in there. Because if this guy has no knowledge, the only thing he's going to have in his hand a banana. These things here, if you don't respect the market movement, you don't respect the risk, you don't respect the reward, risk, reward, patient, knowledge, you are in the wrong business here. And there is no system out there is going to make you fly on a thin air. There is no such a system is going to go ahead generate $1 million for you just because you have a beautiful, nice brown eyes. You know, so that does not exist, folks. Nobody is going to say that. When you are trying to say, I want to buy an auto, oh yeah, sure, here's an auto. Oh yeah, it's very nice. No, we're not going to say that to you. We have plenty. What I want to say is, don't fool yourself. Learn and then go purchase whatever you find in your heart. Go ahead and purchase, but get educated. Make sure that auto trade you are purchasing from that person. He knows. Don't purchase from a guy don't know how to trade a paperback, and a couple of videos telling you how to optimize and have a nice life. He's skipping the whole engine in the trade-in. When the guy just give you an auto trade, and he wouldn't even dare and explain his trader what is a 1 minute chart. He wouldn't dare because he don't know. And you're buying this auto trade from that guy. And do you really think what you are learning? You want to learn how to optimize? You can go on any video and learn how to optimize. What is the big deal about optimization? It's nothing. It's part of Ninja Trader. Optimization by itself is not good enough. Optimization, it gives you, like what we have seen here, trailing stop loss takes things, telling you what is your stop loss, if you need to use 1 minute, 2 minutes. Yes, it is. But an optimization is not magic. It's just giving you an idea. On that kind of entry, you can use 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Trailing stop can be 15 ticks or 18 ticks. Stop loss can be 10 ticks. This is what is the optimization. But it does not mean you have the knowledge to trade. You don't. So now if we look at this market here, the market is stopped. The market is no longer trending. The spike for today is finished. So to my early conversation, so the trend is finished right now, and the B scalper will shine in here. Why? Because the B scalper is a reversal and it requires slow movement. And from here to here require trending auto trade. We don't need to switch auto trades day and night, no. But what I'm saying is, when you are come in the morning and turn on your Ninja Trader, before you turn on any auto trade, we need to look at the market for 5 minutes. After we look at the 5 minutes, we can see this market is trending, then we go for it. So guys, please learn. Do not underestimate the market. No matter where you get your system from, go ahead and get it, but at least be educated, please. So right now, as we see here, the market, the system, now we are 1,000 ticks into the profit, and the system estimate the exit on the ES, it was 41.83.25. It's right there. This is exactly where the system estimated you need to exit, and this is where we have exited exactly. So what's going on in the market right now? The market on the ES is finished. Now on the pullback, once this market going back, the market is going back to the 41.95. This is a re-entry point, and you can hammer the market maybe if there is still something to trade. So whoever took those trades in the morning, he's done for today. Here is the things, folks. You cannot keep trading 24/7. You just cannot trade 24/7. This is not good. So now the market spikes once a day when you are auto trading. You got your money, get out. You cannot just keep poking in the market and you want to keep making more money. It's not going to help. If you make $200 or $2,000, you're going to end up losing it if you're going to stay in this market. The market is finished. It's done. It's over. Whoever auto trade this morning, despite what your optimization, now it's 10:52. Whoever auto trade early this morning from 9:30 to 10 o'clock, 10:30, he's done for today. You cannot keep auto trading the rest of the day, because right now, after this market trend, there is no more money to be made. And this is the biggest problem when people are auto trading. They just keep running it 8 hours. It's impossible to run an auto trade 8 hours. Because the market in this 8 hours gonna die on you, gonna go flat on you, is gonna go spike on you. So when the market is trending, this is where you make your money. And when the market starts slowing down, you need to turn off your auto trades. One of the biggest mistakes, those guys that want to auto trade 24/7, and they keep making a lot of money one day and losing money another day. Making money one day and losing, because they're not consistent. First of all, you have to choose what kind of entry you want to use, what time you want to use that entry. You cannot use, as an example, the B scalper reversal for 9:30. There is another alternative if you wanted to use the 9:30 session. Then I will use much more aggressive entry. I will use much more aggressive filter. And once this market finishes spiking like this, it's done. So no use to sit down and auto trade, because if you make 1,000, I don't know what is the ES made today, 1,900. Now after that, after this one here, am I gonna bring another 1,000? And you're probably gonna lose another 1,000. So why messing with it? Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Whether it's $200 a day, $300 a day, $400 a day. Once you accomplish this, leave it alone. Don't auto trade all day long. Another alternative, what we have done for the new beginners, is using a high time. This is a new template I made, and this one here, this is this one here. I'm using a 9 range, a higher time frame on this one here for the beginners, so they will not get to the chop market on the lower time frame, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and 4 minutes. On this one here, what I have done, I have combined 2 different entries. The pullback re-entry and a reversal. If you notice here, those are the trades for today. If we notice here, this entry here was traded with the trend using the scalper, and on that trade is a reversal. It fell because the market is trended. So what I did on that trade, see it on this auto trade, is the TI7. I combined the scalping with reversal. And what is nice about it, when you combine those two together, when the market trending, this one here is going to take the trade, whoever comes first. Now the reversal is a little bit more aggressive, is going to try to approach the market more than the pullback re-entry, you know. So this one here is based on the pullback re-entry. Confirm, you know, also you need to understand what you are auto trading. What we are auto trading here is identify trend, pullback re-entry, which is the oldest trick in the trading industry, have never ran out, is identify trend, even on a manual trade, identify trend, pullback re-entry. It's been with us for 29 years, never fell. In those 29 years, many different type of an entry came in, and they left as fast as they came in. The only thing left in 28 or 29 years, I know, is identify trend, pullback, re-entry. That's the only thing works in the market. Or a reversal. If you are an expert in reversal, there is more money in the reversal than trading with the trend, which we have teach here on a YouTube how to reverse the market. This one here was a reversal, fell. And I know why it fell. The market was neutral, perfect entry, but the market decided to take a drop and it fell. Okay. On the first pullback, the trade with the trend took that trade. And this is another example. On those three trades, we nailed 882. The daily target on this is 1,000. What time is it right now? You know, this is something else also. We cannot be blind. Now it is 10:58. We are trading the ES. Has not hit the target. And this is a message to everyone. If we look at this market, the market is finished here. So should I go ahead? This is something where auto traders don't understand. This auto trade has not hit the target. This target is $1,000 and did not hit it. I have 882. Should I keep it running? Because right now this market, that's what I'm trying to say, guys. This market on the ES is finished. I have not made my target, but I am almost 75% done. Should I keep trading to hit the target? Do I need to keep banging on this market until I get this $1,000? Because now it is $882. For this last $150, it's gonna be very expensive. I'm sorry, 862. For this last $140 or $150 to hit my daily target, the market right now, as we look at this ES, is finished. The ES is finished. I mean, you still can take a manual trade here and there, a couple ticks, but the ES is finished. So this is one of the biggest mistake I notice people when they are auto trading. He will not let the auto trade stop until he hits the target, plus or minus. So when the market today, it is finished. And I am 75% away I mean, I accomplished 75%. I have not accomplished 100%. Do I need to keep auto trading? Or should I just say, I'm done for today and pause it? So this is something here. Knowledge. It's not about optimization and auto trade and daily target and a trailing stop. It's knowledge. So why? I guarantee you, because once you know what type of an entry you have and how the market is gonna react or how your auto trade react, so now you know all the corners and you know all the limitation on that auto trade. Now, if we keep going on that auto trade, it might make another 1,000. Most likely, if this market not gonna go anywhere, you're going back from 862. It takes couple losing trade to go down to 150, couple $100. Now you have a winning trade. Now you are up to $300-400. Now you have a losing trade. Now you are down and you only have a profit $10 or $20. So you are going in the circle, and now you are potentially losing all your profit. So this is the things is also when you are auto trading, and let's say you have a daily target 1,000 or 500. If this market is not moving, who said you need to keep banging on this market to hit your target for today? Maybe I need to stop this auto trade halfway, even if this auto trade made $300 today, not 862, and I'm still missing 700, but I'm looking at this chart. I see no hope on the ES. Do I need to put my fingers back in the fire? It's common sense. So what I'm saying is, this is where the biggest mistake you see by traders, because when you're talking to those traders, you see the guy don't know how to optimize, or the guy don't understand the concept, or the guy don't know how to. But why you need to keep trading if the market is finished? You ask, Sam, should I start at 10 o'clock or 10:30? The optimization say 10:30. Okay, the optimization said 10:30. And today, if we look at this market here, all what you have optimized for the auto trade to start at 10:30 is become irrelevant. So if you start at 10:30 trading with the trend, you are the last one in line. You're done. It's finished. The optimization, it is giving you most likely an idea where you are in the market, but it's still, we need to look at the chart and say, you know what, it's finished. I'm still want $150 to hit my target. I'm not able to make it. I'm happy. I'm stopping, closing my computer, go see my family. And this is exactly how you need to do it. But you cannot keep going, because believe me or not, I have seen, maybe here is not much money involved, a couple $1,000. It's not much, really. I have seen the DAX plenty times during the European hours. It can go up to 10 and 12,000 euro. Not every day, but you can see it. It's not unusual one day a week to see 10, 12,000 on a DAX. Here it is. And then if you don't keep your eye on it, especially the DAX, and you keep running it, and then now you enter the US market, most likely, I have seen it many times. Once you enter the US market, and if it was a good run in the morning or something, and if you're not paying attention to this auto trade to trade in the DAX, and you have 10, 12,000 euro in the profit, and if the market, when the US market's open and it goes sideways, that will disappear. Your whole. So can you imagine if you are using your money from your account, 12,000, and it disappear? So I have seen many times on the DAX 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then when the U.S. market's open, and sometimes the market is not running like today, and you start losing 1,000 after the other, 1,000 after the other, 1,000 after. So auto trading, this is my message. Auto trading, it cannot be done all day long. Auto trading, if you can see $300, $400, $500, and you see the market stop, you need to stop. You cannot just keep looking. And this is 90% of the auto traders. They auto trade non-stop for minimum 8 hours a day. Minimum. Where they need to concentrate on maybe 3-4 hours at the high hours, and cut the auto trade to their risk. Most of those guys, you notice, they want the auto trade. They auto trade 8 hours, and when you are auto trading 8 hours, you go on the high, you make money, and now it is 11:16. The market is finished for today, as we know, and from now to 12 o'clock is done. Whoever took a trade took a trade. Whoever did not, missed it. It's finished. So what happened, you can see on those auto trades, they make $300-400, they lose $300-400, they make $500, they lose $500, and then depends, and in the afternoon, if the market's sideways, now they are in the whole 1,000, and because it's end-directed auto trade and end-managed auto trade, it just open all day long to take beat under the sun, under the volatility, under the sideways market, and they are expected to survive all weather during the daytime. And that is not going to happen. Because as you see here, whoever traded early this morning made money, and the same guy is going to try to auto trade right now, is going to lose money. So I don't need to turn on an auto trade to see that it's going to lose money. It is going to lose money. It's finished. So I don't need to sit down and put my fingers in the fire just to make sure my finger will be burned. It is finished. There is no more auto trading from now to 12 o'clock. So for this guy come in, want to auto trade right now, doesn't matter what system he's going to use. He is on a very high risk ride. And it could be collapse between his hands, no matter what system you give him. So this is what you say, I wanted to trade from 9:30, let's say, to 12 o'clock. I want to optimize that auto trade from 9:30 to 12 o'clock. I want to find the perfect entry for the ES. And then I want to find the perfect entry for the NASDAQ. It's not one size of shoes fits all. I mean, we have another entry called a breakout. And I think I'm going to cover it next Monday to our members. There is a certain time that entry you can use from 9:30 to 11 o'clock without any filter. Why? Because it is built for the high hours. The B scalper is built for overnight. So you gotta put the proper tools for a different timing of this market. You cannot just take an ATR, trade it at 9:30 to 4 o'clock, and from 4 o'clock to 12 o'clock, and from 12 o'clock overnight, and the same entry. That is not going to happen. So you have to understand the high hours, and then you have to choose the proper entry for that high hours. Or if you are in Hong Kong or Malaysia or Thailand or somewhere else, you need to put a softer entry with no filters, because hardly move overnight, which we have done it before, and by 1:30 in the morning Eastern time, the ES will hardly move, So, and then it start picking up early in the morning with the Europeans. So, but you put a software entry into this, and then if you want to trade overnight, you open sub account for a couple $1,000. You don't use your major hold account, and you put maybe a couple $1,000, or if you want to trade a micro account, you put it on a B scalper or put it on different kind of entry, so you can sleep in peace while it is auto trading. It's not recommended to not to have keep your eye on an auto trade, but if you have a small account of money, independent, not connected to your major account, and if you put an auto trade overnight, you put it on a sim for a month, for a week, whatever, and you see if you can stomach the risk in it. It is the proper setting, and if you see some results, you can go ahead and start auto trading while you're sleeping. But God forbid if you got overfilled, or there is an internet connection or something wrong. So always, if you want to do that, not recommended. You need to keep your eye on the auto trade in case if you overfilled. But if you have a couple $1,000 on a small account somewhere and did something goes wrong, it's not gonna impact your major account. I have done that before, and you can do that. You can put it on a higher time frame, or you can put it on a softer entry, and it's not gonna be aggressive, and actually when the market is slow, you can get better filled, and your Ninja Trader does not lag. Yesterday we installed somebody. It was a very good computer, but didn't have any RAM in it. Really, even he didn't have any RAM in it. Have only 4 RAMs on it. It is a good quality computer because it was given on the 4 RAMs like 8 RAMs, and but now he's going to upgrade his computer. So I told him yesterday not to overload his computer because it's gonna lag. Ninja Trader going to lag with him, especially on a very fast moving market, and he understood that. He was aware of it, thanks God. But on the fast market, sometimes your auto trades and your Ninja Trader lag. You cannot overload too much on it, especially when the markets is open in the morning and you have a million chart, and be careful with that. So with those guys, that when they are overnight trading, the system, it is working. Not my auto trade, Ninja Trader platform is working at the best time also, because there is no lag in time and there is no stress in there, especially for those guys have a basic computers. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, I take my computers very serious. But some people don't have the knowledge that you have to have the latest of the latest. But anyway, guys, auto trading, internet, the antivirus, turn off your antivirus. Keep your special amusement somewhere else. So you have to be educated. You have to be aware what's going on. You gotta make sure Ninja Trader doesn't have any bugs. Clean your Ninja Trader. I do that every month, whether needs or not. I delete everything, rebuild my Ninja Trader one more time, fresh installation. I save my template, and then it takes me 3 minutes to connect it again and put my templates and keep going. So I always try to keep my Ninja Trader clean. I don't put a junk in it, because there is a lot of junks can affect your platform, your Ninja Trader, and can slow it down. During those years, we have seen so many creepy stuff on Ninja Trader that cripple Ninja Trader, because when you are installing the software, and you don't know where it's coming from, then sometimes you're gonna have a problem with that. So we have a guy also. We had a bad experience with one guy. He had an external. I don't know where he got that system from, and his computer got hacked, and he was saying, "Sam, I got hacked." I said, "I mean, we don't have time for you to be hacked." Um, the turn out after they looked at it, they find out it was one system. He got it somewhere, downloaded from somewhere, and have a hacking tools in it. So you gotta be careful where you are putting. When somebody is giving away free indicator or free auto trade from somewhere, there is some of them. I don't know. I'm not a programmer, but there is something in there sometimes not pleasant, you know, and they can crawl to your computer from it, or you can see sometimes your NinjaTrader not working very fine and is lagging or something. So try to stay clean, guys. Make sure you got the right software in there, not from the junkyard. Keep it clean, and on my other computer, I don't even have a Skype. I don't have an email. My trading computer. There is not even an email. There is no Skype in it. There is not even. I don't even use Google on it. I don't use the website on it because it is a trading computer. You know, this one here, the second one on the disk. This one here, it is for receiving Skype, emails, everything. But the major ones, they are protected. So this one here has no information, but the other one, it is the place where you make your livelihood. So try to keep your uh, um, private amusement somewhere else, and keep your NinjaTrader and your computer clean so it will not cause any lagging on your computer. Boy, I've been talking 2 hours non-stop. I'm gonna take a break, have a fresh coffee. Right now we have a new signal on the scalper, the 15. Lewis, remind me on Monday. I'll show you in the room. Um, uh, there are plenty videos about that. I don't know how to pinpoint what you're looking for, but everyone, if you have a question how to load a template and all this, on Monday webinar, ask those questions, because it could be another guy also don't know how to load a chart template or a strategy template. So please, those are small questions, ask when we are doing the webinar. I always say, does anyone have a question? Because when you ask those questions, maybe another 10 traders don't know how to load this template, so they will know now how to load the template. Stand going one by one, teaching him how to load the strategy template. So when we do it in the room, everybody knows how to load the strategy template. So please, on Monday, those simple questions, we are glad to help you with, and then we can show it. Because I noticed there is a few traders don't know when we are, they don't know where to load the strategy template. This is sad, you know. Anyway, now I'm lost. I'm gonna be taking a break, 5 minutes, and I'm gonna kill this microphone. Please, guys, don't ask me for support when we are on the YouTube. I cannot help you with anything. There is a guy sending me a team viewer to log into his computer. I cannot do that. You know that. You know better than that. You know. Anyway, contact Zach. I'm not doing this. Contact Zach. That's what they get paid for. Guys, I'm gonna kill the microphone, and we'll see what will happen in the market. Thank you. Okay, guys, there is not much to do. We're done for today. It's 12 o'clock, almost 12 o'clock. And we wish you a very pleasant day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much, and bye for now.